Hello children, how are you? How are you doing? I am good and I am doing great. This is my first class to the 5th class students. This is my first class to the 5th class students. Yeah? How are you all in this pandemic situation? I hope you are not going out, okay? Stay home and please sanitize your hands and yeah, always you are listening these kinds of words in these days, but as a teacher it's my responsibility to say you the safety measures. Yeah? Always keep your hands, sanitize your hands and keep your mask while you are going outside. Please don't go out if it is utmost necessity only. Okay? Your parents will take care of you everything. So, don't go out. Yeah? Yeah, as you know already that you know I am your new English teacher and my name is Blessing. How is my name? Good, thank you so much. Yes, and in the earlier class, madam completed up to 4 lessons, right? 4 lessons she have completed. So now I just want to go through the earlier class, 4th lesson, Meeting Miss Trotwood, which was written by Charles Dickens. Meeting Miss Trotwood, yeah? So, I don't want to go in depth line by line explanation, but those who didn't those who didn't understand or those who joined newly for those purpose, I am just recapping the earlier class. Okay, these were the characters. These were the characters you are going to see in this today's video you are going to see these characters and what the characters will speak. You just take a screenshot and you can write in your class notes. Okay, you just take a screenshot of this, you can write, then you will be then you will know what are the characters are there. In movies also we came to know who is a hero, who is a heroine, villain, side characters, mother and father characters. As how in movie, in our lessons also, we have to remember the names of a character. Okay, then it's very easy to remember the lesson and we can write neatly in our examinations. Okay, so now let's move into the lesson. Yeah, here actually Charles Dickens was a writer who wrote a novel called David Copperfield. The novel name itself is David Copperfield. Okay, David Copperfield. Charles Dickens, I am repeating again, Charles Dickens written a novel. If you don't know novel, how can I say? It's a story. It's a story of a boy, or it's a story of a girl, or it's a story of some happenings like that. So it's a story. Novel is nothing but a story which is very interesting. He is a novelist. Charles Dickens was a novelist and he wrote a book called Copperfield, David Copperfield. From that book, this Meeting Miss Trotwood is a part of that David Copperfield. Now you get, I think. Charles Dickens wrote a novel called David Copperfield. From that book, Meeting Miss Trotwood is a part. It's just a part of that. It's just an episode from David Copperfield novel. And also, the boy name is also David Copperfield. So only he named the novel as David Copperfield, right? Yeah, see here, it was a very tragic story of a boy. Very tragic story of a boy here. The boy name is David Copperfield. He lost his father, and again he was staying with his mother then, and then his mother got married to another man without thinking. Without thinking of this boy, how can I raise him, how can I grow him, I don't know, but she got married to another person known as Mr. Murdstone. See, David Copperfield's father was no more and he has a mother. He was staying with his mother, but after few days his mother got engaged or got married to Mr. Marston. So after marrying to Mr. Marston started harassing that boy because he is not his son. He is not his son. He is a stepfather to the boy. Yeah. Stepfather means, you know that this David Copperfield's own mother married to another person. Then this person will be stepfather to the boy. If there is a father, if he married some other girl, second marriage, then she will become stepmother. Stepfather. No, stepfather and stepmother, they don't look after their children. Why? Means they were not their blood children. So they doesn't show their love and affection towards that kids. So David Copperfield, he was attacked and he was tortured by Mr. Murdstone, his stepfather, and also his sister. His sister also got tortured David Copperfield. So he just came out. He ran out from that house. He was very angry on his mother because she got married to another person for her sake. But what about that boy? Then what about that boy? Who will look after that boy? If there is only mother to him, she also got married, then who will look after? Then he was in a very sad and very agony. Then he left that place and he go. See, we can see the description of that boy, which was very painful. See page number 57. See, my shoes were completely worn out. My hat was crushed and battered. I think this boy, he didn't take his bath since for week or 2 weeks. That was his situation. His clothes were torn and his shoes were torn and all. His hair was not combed and he was like he became like a street child. Have you seen street child? Some of the children who was born in a very poor family, they will used to collect the papers in the street. Like this, because of the financial problems, their parents don't let them to study. You are very fortunate kids that your parents were encouraging you to study more. Yeah, that's really a good thing. But here, see, what's the position of David Copperfield? Very sad now. Yeah, see, he didn't comb and he wore all that. He was very dirty looking very dirty. And one day, he was thinking, where I have to go, where I can stay in this way. He was thinking, he thought of his aunt. His aunt name is Miss Betsy Trotwood. He thought that I would like to go to my aunt. Might be, she might look after me. It's just might be she look after me. He just want to pamper, or he just want some love towards him, because in the early age his father died, his mother married, so he doesn't know what is the father's love and mother's love. So he need love and that pampering. Yeah, see what's happened. Yeah, he left London and he went to the place where Miss Betsy Trotwood was. He went there and he stood in his garden was there, and she was doing that gardening. He just stood outside that garden and stood like this. While seeing this boy, she doesn't know that he is her brother's brother's boy. She doesn't know. She doesn't know that he is the David Copperfield. So she said that, "Go away," said Miss Betsy, shaking her head. "Go along. Don't come here. Just go away." Like this, she tell in a very large tone. So, what is the position of David Copperfield then? He was in a very sad. I think what she is doing like this. What she is saying to me. How rude is she? See where I have to go, whom I have to go. Like this, he was in his thought. And next, page number 58, you can see, "Please ma'am, if please aunt, I am your nephew. I am your nephew." See, do you know this? Do you know this word nephew? Yeah? What is meant by nephew, Nana? Nephew means, I will say you in a very clear manner. Nephew means, if you have your mother is there, no? Your mother's brother's boy. Your mother's brother's boy is nephew to your mother. Okay? I will say in Telugu, Menalludu. Niece means Menakodalu. N-I-E-C-E. It is not nice. It is niece. Nephew means Menalludu. Niece means Menakodalu. Means your mother's brother son is a nephew. Your mother's brother's daughter is niece. So, David Copperfield is nephew to Miss Betsy. Then she came to know the relation between she and David Copperfield. "Oh Lord," she said. She was very grumbled. "Oh Lord, why you are looking like this? What happened to you?" She just sat down and she started crying. "Oh, what happened to my boy? What happened to my boy?" Yes, who is he? He is her brother's boy, her brother's child. She doesn't want to look her child in this manner. She was in a very pain. She was crying a lot. "I am David Copperfield of Blunderstone in Suffolk." Means this is the place where he was born. And he left that place and he came to the place of Trotwood. "I have been unhappy since my mother died. I have been taught nothing and I made to work instead of being to go to school. So my father died. My mother, she won't send me to school. I was very happy that she was died and I have no option, so I came to you." He said that. And after, she just embraced the boy. What is meant by embrace? Embrace. See, E-M-B-R-A-C-E. Embrace means hug. To give hug to our dear ones. Yeah? If we embrace our dear ones, they'll feel very happy. Yeah? As this boy doesn't take that love from anyone. So once Aunt Trotwood embraced him, he felt very happy, and she gave new clothes and she gave bath to him, and also she gave new clothes, and she also want to join him in a school because always she can't be with him. Yeah, she is old now, but who will look after him? So she is in a thought that I want to join him in a school because school is far away from the place where Betsy Trotwood was living. So school is far away. So how could this boy go to school every day? So she is thinking that yes, I want to send the boy to the school so that he will become he will be literate. He will become a literate and he can go with the flow. That means he can earn his own money and he will become independent. See what Mr. Betsy Trotwood done. Yeah, she wrote to Mr. Mudston, and his sister arrived after a few days later and was scolded by my aunt for the way they had treated me. See, after coming to aunt's house, Mr. Mudstone and his sister didn't allow him to live with Mr. Miss Betsy Trotwood. For what? For what means he is a slave. He is a slave to Mr. Mudstone and sister. He has to work. The boy has to work for them and they want money. So only they came again to take that boy. But Mr. Trotwood doesn't allow to take him. Doesn't allow. You just stay. You just stay with me and said, she scolded Mudstone and her sister to say, go away from here. And she also thought that rather to send the child to the school which is far away, I would choose a boarding school. Boarding school where he can read up to his higher standard. What is meant by boarding school, ma? What is meant by boarding? You have learned, you have listened about boarding and lodging, no? Boarding school, BOARDING, boarding schools. Boarding schools. Yeah. Boarding schools means these are all schools which can give education and also accommodation. Accommodation means they have hostel there, and in hostel they have mess. Mess means morning breakfast, lunch, dinner, and they have everything facilities so that these boys or girls can stay there and they can learn, so that they can become educated. So Aunt Trotwood, she is in a thought that might be some other time Mr. Mudstone would came and disturb the boy. So this won't be happen. I want to join this boy in this boarding school. So she is in a thought that. So, but there were no boarding schools there. There were no boarding schools in the Canterbury. Canterbury is a place which was far away from the place which she was living. She wanted to send her boy to the Canterbury. So where she arranged her boarding. So sending is not enough. So he has to study, then he has to sleep, he has to eat, and he has to go. So many works were there, no? So she assisted that boy with a, here we can see Mr. Wickfield. Mr. Wickfield. Here I have right. Mr. Wickfield. Mr. Wickfield is a lawyer. Mr. Wickfield is a lawyer. Who is lawyer, ma? Who is lawyer? Who is lawyer? So if I ask you a question, what's your ambition? What's your aim to become? Someone says, I'll become a doctor, I'll become a hero, I'll become whatever, teacher, like that. Lawyer is also a profession, yeah, who works in a court, okay, you know all that, who wears a black coat, yeah, he is a lawyer, and he was staying with his daughter known as Agnes, A-G-N-E-S, Agnes. He was staying with his daughter Agnes. So, Trotwood know very well this Mr. Wickfield. She know him very well, and she asked Wickfield to arrange a boarding to the boy. What's the boy's name? David Copperfield. So she arranged boarding in the house of Mr. Wickfield, and she went. So what was the scene that happened? Let's see. What was the scene that happened when she left that boy at Wickfield's home? While she was going, that boy started crying because she loved him with a very pure heart. So how can he leave him? How can he leave her? No. Yeah, but he was he was crying and crying. How can I be without you like that? Yeah, however, I felt better when I went to school next day, a good deal and better, and going on, he become very better. At the first day, he was crying for Trotwood, and the second day, when days were going on, he become habituated to that environment, and he likes to go to school every day, similarly, he forgot about his aunt. His aunt said that once in a while I'll come to this place to visit you. Definitely I'll visit you, okay? I'll bring some belongings of you so that you will enjoy, okay? In this manner, Trotwood will sometimes once in a month or once in a 2 months, she used to visit this place Canterbury, and she look after the boy. While she was going, every time he used to cry for Trotwood. That was a very beautiful bond that had between the boy and the Trotwood. See, that was end of the story. Meeting Miss Trotwood. Yes, see how a great bond that happened between a boy and her aunt. Yeah, Aunt Trotwood. Yeah. See, nowadays we are seeing many child care centers, orphanages, and also orphanages. I just want to talk about orphanage because some children, they didn't get the embrace of a mother, embrace of a father, love of their grandparents, nothing. See, just think about them. How lucky you are. You have a very great parents. You have a very great family. You have your surroundings are very good, so that you are happily studying. See, what is the position of this boy? What is the position? It happened really. It happened really. Yes, at that time, at the Victorian age, it happened really. So see how this boy was. He was in a very trauma. He was in a very pain that he left his father was no more and his mother left him. He was in a very bad position. So this bad position was not there for us. You are all very lucky kids. So you have to be responsible and be kind and be answerable. Be answerable to your parents. Okay, look after your parents carefully. Do and listen whatever they say, because your parents are your first best friends. Okay, that's the end of the story meeting Miss Trotwood. In the next lesson, in the next video, I will go through the making connections and some grammar time. Okay, I hope you all enjoyed this class, and please give me feedback if you don't understand. If you don't understand, you can this is a recorded class, right? You can see again and again for better understanding. Or if you can't understand, you can ping me, or you can call me to my number which was scrolling on the screen. You can call me and you can ask me if you have any doubts. Okay, whether I am speed or slow, I want your feedback. Okay, thank you so much. Have a nice day and stay home and stay safe. Take precautions. Thank you.